All right, we're going to try this one from here. This project didn't work out the way that I had imagined. The idea that I was going to record every day from like the hospital just to update the surgery was misplaced, I guess. The surgery went well, November 20th. So today is the 28th. So I am 7 days post surgery. Surgery went well. Surgery went substantially less than was expected. I expected to have, as I discussed in one of my previous videos, had the discussion with the surgeon was 2 pins to address the spondylolisthesis and spacers to address that and the collapsed disc at L5S1, and then a corresponding cleanup of the ruptured and herniated discs from L3 down to L5S1, and a removal and biopsy of the cyst at L3, L4. So that's not what happened. The cleanup happened, the spacers happened, but I had a L3 to S1 full fusion. So I have bars and screws in my back. I have not met with the surgeon yet. That is going to happen in a week on Monday. And presumably, I thought about shooting an email, and I may do that here now that I'm thinking about it, but presumably what happened was, as surgeries go, they opened my back up and went from ConOps 1 to ConOps 2 because whatever they found was significantly less promising to kind of the pins and spacers idea. Really, when I went into this whole surgery, it was something we discussed. I wanted to avoid the loss of flexibility with having a fusion of this kind. But here we are. So stay in the hospital. I was there for 3 days post-surgery. And I got home on Thursday, Thanksgiving, 2023, as it were. Stay in hospital. Hospital's great. MedStar, Union Memorial in Baltimore. Staff was great. Everything was for the most part great about the surgery. This isn't really the venue to kind of complain, but I will say it had to do with my medication. But my wife is a nurse. We got home. She reoriented my medication. And I'm running a 1 to a 3 most of the time, pain level wise. I will say last night, something got away from me. Woke up about 3 a.m., probably definitely in an 8 or a 9 level of pain. All I could do was just grab my head, sweating. It was pretty bad. And I kind of rode that out until 6 a.m., which is my next course of medication. And I've been good since then. Been walking a lot, about 15 minutes every 2 hours. I go out for I walk around through the house. I've not been outside yet. I do have a walker, and different than the rollator that I had prior to surgery. Those are to be avoided, as I've learned, when you have this type of surgery, because the seat on a rollator, on one of those folding walkers, puts you in just a natural lean position, because your legs have to clear that seat, and that puts a fair amount of pressure on your back, which you don't want. Standing upright, absolutely pain-free. It's pretty incredible. I can stand upright for 15 minutes, no problem whatsoever. Thank you, Marine Corps, also for that. I'm good for walking right now for about 15 minutes. And yeah, then I'm pretty gassed at that point, and I've got to lay down. I quickly discovered that I cannot sit upright. If I sit in a stiff back chair, even a padded one with where my legs are not raised, 5 to 10 minutes, I am in my pain starts running up the chart pretty quickly. What else is there to this? Again, pain medication. I'm on a pretty minimal amount relative to what has been prescribed, and I'm feeling pretty good most of the day. I'm running a 1 to a 3. I've been sleeping through the night since I got home, save for again last night waking up at 3 a.m. And they did warn me I would be, you're going to have off days. It's just the way it works. It is very cloudy and rainy here yesterday and today, and maybe that played a role into it. Speaking of the weather, prior to this surgery, I was very exothermic, in the sense that I was warm all the time, and but I was warm all the time. But since the surgery, not only am I from the medication kind of vacillating between being sweaty and then cold, but I am, as a baseline, I am much colder than I was before the surgery. I don't know if it's due to all the metal that's in my back and its proximity to my spine and to the surface of my skin. That makes sense, but I don't know that that's it entirely, or if it's just something that comes from surgery. My wife said that some of this is the medication, and that'll go away after I discontinue that. So we shall see. I'm continuing to work. Again, I'm an IT guy, so I work on a laptop, so it's not been a huge hindrance with all of this, as it would be if I were, say, an auto mechanic, which I once was, or something like that. But staying hydrated, trying to eat well as much as I can. My appetite has been substantially diminished by this surgery. But wishing you guys well, and we'll do another one of these tomorrow. And see ya.